Since 1947, the World Affairs Council has become the preeminent global stage for world leaders and the public to inform, engage, and debate the most important issues of our time. It's your world. Get to know it.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming. A couple of weeks ago, President Obama responded to a question about the upheaval in Iran by saying that when it comes to grappling with certain issues, it would make little difference whether Mahmoud Ahmadinejad or Mir Hussein Mousavi prevails. While the American president's overall reaction to the crisis has been measured and struck the right tone, I do not agree on that one point. Perhaps he was referring strictly to the nuclear issue, where the policy of successive Iranian governments has not varied all that much, a question of tone rather than substance. But if we look at it through the prism of domestic matters, the differences between the two camps could not be starker. As Dave said, I've lived in the Middle East for about 25 years, roughly half my life, and it seems to me that the way American expatriates live in the region is enormously emblematic of all the troubles the United States faces in grappling with the people, their culture, and Islam, their main religion. I grew up in one of those infamous oil compounds called Marsabrega, then a town of about 2,000 people, which is more or less completely isolated from Libya itself. It's 11 square miles, bordered by the Benghazi-Tripoli highway to the south and by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, were fenced off. Libyans had to leave the compound at the end of the working hours at 5 o'clock each day. Favorite example as reporters is, you're at some incredible demonstration in Iran with tens of thousands of people screaming death to America, and you stop the first person to interview why, and at the end of the interview they say, hey, how do I get a visa? But I think my personal favorite of incidents was in 2004. I broke a tooth in Saudi Arabia, and I had to go to a clinic, and so I just went to the clinic at like 8 in the morning, and I went to the very first dentist that I could, and he was from Syria. And I said, well, where are you trained other than Syria? And he said, no, I did all my training in Syria. And he's arranging his tools and, doing all that stuff. And so I was trying to rack my brain to think what I could remember about medical schools in Syria. And then he said, why? Where are you from? And I said, New York. And he said, American. That's not a very popular thing to be. Open wide. But he did a very good job, and it's still in there, so it's fine.